The drug makers behind Ozempic and other diabetes and weight loss drugs are now racing to develop a daily pill for people who want to lose weight. Experts say the pills in development would be easier to take than those once-a-week injections that are currently available, and they may cost significantly less. In a new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, researchers found that drug maker Eli Lilly's daily pill, let's get this pronunciation right, orforglipron, helped participants with obesity lose nearly 15% of their body weight over 36 weeks. And a study released just yesterday found the active ingredient in Ozempic and Wegovy could be effective in reducing weight when taken in a pill form every single day. Dr. Celine Gounder, she's the editor-at-large for public health at KFF, joins us now. She's also, we're proud to say, a CBS News medical contributor. Glad to have you here. Lots of people have questions. I want to know, how big is a pill? Because I don't mind a pill, but I can't take those really big ones. Is it a big pill or a little pill? That's question number one. And why is this, or is this better than taking the daily injection? Sounds like it's so much easier.
So I don't actually have an answer to how big the pills are. And, you have two that we're talking about here, the orforglipron and the semaglutide. All of these medications work by teaching sort of that hormonal axis between the brain and the gut, the way that your brain tells your digestive system, look, you've had enough. It's those hormones that these medications are impacting. They're also impacting your blood sugar levels. In terms of injection versus oral may be easier for a lot of people to take. It is every day. And we don't know how big the pills are going to be.
But this is the thing. It's one of those things that when your mom used to say, if it's too good to be true, then it is. I mean, this is a dream come true for so many of us who have struggled with weight, that seesaw on and off. So you hear you can take a pill, you're thinking, why wouldn't we do that?
Well, there are some downsides here. From the people who I know who've been on these medications, they describe it like feeling like they're sick all the time. Like when you've overeaten, you might be burping. They may have both constipation and diarrhea. So you are losing weight, but you're not necessarily feeling great when you're doing it. You could also
have constipation and diarrhea at the same time?
You can have alternating. Some people have one, some people have the other.
Okay.
And so there's that.
90% of participants reported those four things listed.
And 10 to 20% had to stop the medication because they had those kinds of side effects.
Oof. So you're not really enjoying food like you were.
That's right, and that's why you're eating less. Is your appetite is less, you just don't feel as good as you normally would off the medication.
So one of the things, Dr. Gounder, that I'm curious about is, were these drugs developed with that intention for weight loss, or was there something else that they were developed for, and then all of a sudden pharmaceutical companies realized that people can take them to lose weight?
Yeah, these were really developed for treatment of type 2 diabetes, reducing cardiovascular risk in people with type 2 diabetes. And we saw that you had also dramatic weight loss on these medications. So, I think there's an argument to be made that there is this sort of continuum of disease between obesity and type 2 diabetes. It's not necessarily just for aesthetic reasons that people are taking these, but there are certainly people who do take them just for the weight loss.
So then what would be the long-term health effects if you take it? Because I think once people like the results, it becomes really, really hard when somebody says, all right, now you've gotten to your ideal weight, time to stop the pills or the injections, and people go, no, I don't want to go back to that.
It's forever. It's a forever...
Well, that's the problem, because if you stop, then the weight piles back on. So you might have a big spike in your blood sugar, for example. Some of the other symptoms of diabetes, like feeling really thirsty, peeing a lot, having blurry vision. We also see a decrease in muscle mass. So then you might end up worse off than you were. Where you piled back on the weight, you have less muscle. We also don't know the long-term risks in terms of the effects on your liver and pancreas and risk of cancer. So there is still a lot we don't know.
But other than that, it's okay.
Other than that.
We're not even getting into that.
But the weight always comes back on if you don't adjust your eating habits, whether you're on Weight Watchers, whatever program you're on. So you have to be mindful of that. So how soon could we see this pill?
Some of the pills we might see as early as within the next year. Some may take longer. The orforglipron is probably going to take a bit longer to get through phase 3 trials.
All right, Dr. Celine Gounder, always great to have you. Thank you so much.